19 minutes to 10, and a woman from Seaford set off on a record attempt from Brighton Marina yesterday. This is 26-year-old Jazz Turner from Seaford, who's got a rare genetic condition, which means she uses a wheelchair.
I was diagnosed at 18-19 with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So that's a connective tissue disorder. That means my body doesn't produce any collagen. It means that all my ligaments are too stretchy, so they can dislocate, and it affects all my internal organs. So I live with lung and heart failure, as well as a totally paralysed digestive, bowel and bladder system. I fell into sailing by accident when I was 13 and basically just haven't stopped since. Being able to travel all over the world and represent Team GB as a para-inclusive athlete. And I still get that privilege. I still compete with them. I just also have my side project now as well.
And for Jazz, that's a life-limiting illness. But she wants to become the first disabled female to sail completely alone around the British Isles. And she got underway from Brighton Marina yesterday lunchtime. Our reporter George Carden was there.
So I'm just walking up one of the jetties within Brighton Marina, and I'm surrounded by yachts, and I can hear all the pulley systems rising up the mast, which are bashing against it. And it's a lovely, sunny, serene day here. And there's a huge crowd, probably 40 or 50 people at least, coming to support a woman who is circumnavigating the UK. Her name's Jazz. I know she's about to set off in probably about 10 minutes, so I better quickly get on board and have a chat to her.
So I'm about to set sail and attempt to become the first disabled person to complete a solo, non-stop and unassisted circumnavigation of the UK and Ireland. The worst part is always when there's no wind. I can't use my engine as part of the record attempt, so when there's no wind, I go wherever the tide wants, and drifting is really hard to deal with mentally when you want to be making forward progress. So I started when I was 13, but predominantly in dinghies. And then in the last 3 or 4 years, I've also done yachts. I've had Fear, my boat, now for 8 months, and I've spent a lot of hours and a lot of time at sea with her practicing. So yeah, I think we're both ready.
And what was it that prompted you to take on this challenge?
So personally, it was a decision after I got given a terminal diagnosis that I wanted to use the time I had left to chase my dreams. So I wanted to complete this challenge. But more than that, it's about raising £30,000 for Newhaven and Seaford Sailability. So it's an organisation I helped found with my parents in 2019. And we basically give other people with disabilities the opportunity and access to go sailing. That's really important to me. And the money will get more adaptive equipment so we can get more people out, get more people sailing, share the little bit of joy I get every day.
Right, 3 cheers for Jazz. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
Jazz's foster dad and retired engineer Chris has been helping with the preparations for this project and joins us now. Hi, Chris.
Good morning.
How were you yesterday when she set off?
Mixed emotions. Obviously worried, but also, really proud that she's trying to take this on, which is no mean feat. She's going around in a relatively small boat, but on her own with all the disability she has. So yes, it's an experience.
And I'm looking at the map that's tracking her now. You can do that at projectfear.uk. Fear, by the way, stands for Face Everything and Rise. Projectfear.uk. She's directly south of Bournemouth, doing 6 knots going towards the west.
She's currently in a 30-knot wind with huge waves.
Goodness.
So she's actually sailing it by hand at the moment, because that's the best way. When it's in really big waves, it gets knocked about a lot, and she gets knocked about a lot. So I think she tried to get some sleep last night because we knew this weather was coming in. She hopefully will get through the worst of it by about mid-afternoon.
Yeah, because this is the weather that's coming our way, so it's going to be raining for us fairly soon, and it'll be more breezy, and she's in that now, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Have you spoken to her?
Not spoken. We're texting mainly, just because it's more reliable, and at the moment she's up on deck, and yeah.
So you can imagine the kind of the conditions she's in. So very bumpy, very windy. She'll probably get very wet up there.
Oh yeah, she will be. Yeah, So we've adapted the boat for her. So she's belted in. So she has straps to hold her in place while she's sailing manually. So she won't be getting much rest at the moment. But hopefully later on this afternoon, things will calm down a bit and she'll be able to rest a bit.
Here's what struck me, Chris, when I looked at the map. So she set off from Brighton Marina yesterday midday.
Yeah.
If you were driving to Bournemouth, you'd be there, 3 hours later?
Yeah.
If you're lucky. So she's taken nearly 24 hours to get there. And then if you zoom out on the map, the whole way round to the west of Ireland, going up the western side of Ireland, around up and across and round the top at Shetland, then all the way back down the eastern side and back to... That is a long trip.
Yeah, I mean, she'll probably cover at least 2,000 nautical miles. And given the boat, at best can only do about 5 knots, it's going to take a bit of time. Hence, she's got all the water and food for 8 weeks.
So no assistance? Nobody's going to come along and help her?
No. That's
can't put the engine on?
No, can't put the engine on to motor sail. No, that's not an option. That's tie wrapped up with a serial numbered tie wrap. So yes, it's quite a thing for someone in her position to do.
So I imagine you're a mix of nerves and excitement and pride.
Yeah, I'll be glad when she gets through this first storm.
Yeah, and she's in the English Channel, which is not the stormiest bit of water around the UK, is it?
No, but the wave period's quite short, so it feels bumpier.
I see.
So it's sort of, it's swings and roundabouts on that one. So she's going, because the wave period's so small, she's hitting waves very quickly.
Yeah.
So when she gets further out, the wave period will be longer, so she'll be able to go up and down them more smoothly. Also, of course, the boat is fully laden at the moment. She's had to take all the water. She's got 180 litres of water on board and all the food. So the boat is at its heaviest at the moment.
What would you say to people listening to this in terms of supporting her on this quest?
Oh, I just think, if you could find the time to just look at her website and support the Sailability, that's what she's doing it all for. So that other people with disabilities can get out and experience the joys of sailing and the freedom that sailing provides. That would be great.
Great to speak to you, Chris. Thanks, and we'll keep in touch and send her best on a text if you can, and hope it's all going well for her today. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Cheers.
Nice
Bye.
to speak to you. Cheers, Chris. Okay, so that's Jazz Turner. She's underway. ProjectFear.uk is the website. So the fear standing for Face Everything and Rise. ProjectFear.uk. You can track her progress there. And also there's a donate button on there too if you felt like you would help Newhaven Sailability. There you go. Good luck to Jazz. Keep going. It's 10 minutes to 10 on BBC Radio Sussex.